tangent, but there was a thing called bullying. Like the kid who was always mean. You were scared to say anything to him because he'd punch you in the face if you did. It's like, well, maybe that wasn't like the worst consequence in the world. Maybe that taught you a lesson. Like there are consequences to what you do in this world.
Should bring
Probably
back
not the
bowling.
best example, but just saying.
No, I would bring back bowling. Why not?
I wish we would have bullied UCLA on Saturday. And that's
you were supposed to.
That's my IR story.
Hey, but you must have
I'm sticking to it.
You must
Did
have
you get
got
ripped?
Torched afterwards.
I haven't been drinking.
Damn. You had to wear that sober?
I had to wear it sober.
Well, you probably were high out of your mind then, but either way,
I've been drinking waters and using Zins.
How many
the
Zins
coffee flavors? Like
many Zins
4.
you go through?
I would put like 4 in that one.
Are you doing Zins now?
I have been.
Yeah, look at you.
I do them on my airplane flights.
Hell yeah, Var.
Because you ain't got to spit or nothing like that, so it's not like
neuroplasticity enhancer.
Okay.
Yeah, you're cognitively enhanced.
They taste really good. I'll say that. I used level 6.
They charge you up?
All right.
Yeah, I used the level 6 one.
You have to, man. He's going to be old
feels
man.
Good, man. Gives you a nice little feeling. But that was my IR.
Wow.
Is that my alma mater is struggling right now.
Yeah,
I'm holding the line, though.
Do you know what, though? Lot of things to look at UCLA games, though. There is that.
There is that.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. There wasn't a lot, but there was some quality. Everything just hits different after football wins. The food, the drinks, and especially the hot sauce. That's right. Make it the original Louisiana hot sauce. Bold, handcrafted, hot sauce straight out of Louisiana. Wings, nachos, burgers, whatever's on your plate, hit it with that Louisiana flavor and turn your victory meal unbeatable. And if your team took the L, pour some on anyway. It might not fix the score, but it will fire up your taste buds. The original Louisiana hot sauce. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Courtesy patrols on scene of a stolen vehicle. The right lane is blocked off on 183 northbound at Burnett Road, causing a 10-minute delay that starts from Lamar Boulevard. There's over an hour of backup being caused by a crash on Highway 71 westbound at Tucker Hill Lane. This has you all backed up starting from FM 1209. I'm Jason Foster with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Prime Big Deal Days. Prime Big Deal Days are happening on October 7th and 8th with savings up to 40% off. This is your chance to grab that item you've been thinking about. It's Prime Big Deal Days, coming soon, October 7th and 8th.
Fall is the perfect time to transform your home or business with fresh new color. The team at CertaPro Painters of Greater Austin handles every detail worry-free from start to finish. CertaPro Painters is the painting service you can rely on here in Austin, whether painting inside or out. Go with the pros at CertaPro Painters of Austin. That's Certa with a C. Right now through October, get $250 off any project over $2,500. Call and schedule your free estimate today.
Hennion and Walsh was made for people like you. People who value speaking to the right people at the right time. That's why we answer the phone ourselves, to understand you and help you invest for the life you want, because you've earned it. We're Hennion and Walsh, and a human connection. Get a second opinion. Call 800-279-5279 or find us online. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Hennion & Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Hennion & Walsh Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Get the Apple Leasing Advantage today. Visit appleleasing.com. That's appleleasing.com.
The following message is about Medicaid and CHIP, free or low-cost health coverage for kids and teens. Enrollment is open year-round.
Hey, voice lady, give me the mic.
Okay.
Hey, DJ, let's switch up the music. That's better. So listen up, moms and dads out there. There are these programs called Medicaid and CHIP. They offer free or low-cost health coverage for kids. Things like doctor and dentist visits, prescriptions, and shots are covered. All the stuff that keeps kids like me healthy and in charge.
So, as you can tell, a covered kid is a confident kid. And it means confident parents, too. To learn more about affordable health coverage for your family, visit healthcare.gov or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW. That's 1-877-543-7669.
Yep, you could do something big for your family today because enrollment is open year-round.
This has been a message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
And Sophia.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
Morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Manning from the shotgun. Sends DeAndre Moore in motion from left to right. Arch with a snap. Back to throw. Steps up. Looks. Under pressure. And it's incomplete. Or did they rule it? Yeah, down. Incomplete. With 10 seconds left. Why is the clock still running?
They're saying his knee was down.
His knee was down. Well, this is going to be it. The Longhorns are not going to get another snap off. Manning has it. 1 second. He tried to spike it. The game is over.
Yep.
Here's the call.
After review, the ball was still in the quarterback's hands with 0 seconds on the clock. By rule, the game is over.
Yep, that's it. Final score this evening from here. The Florida Gators 29, the Texas Longhorns 21.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Longhorns Lost Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. The Longhorns get taken deep into the swamp. What's next for the Longhorns? The State Fair street fight, SEC movers and shakers. Cowboys handle business in the Big Apple, and the Texans have crab cakes in Baltimore. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And of course, we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. You'll hear it instantly. If it's good enough, it might be even put
if it's
on
good
there.
enough.
Get over there and get active, because I know a lot of people got some things they want to get off their chest after that Texas Longhorns defeat in the swamp. Got taken into the swamp and ended up getting business handled 29-21.
Didn't chomp.
Yeah, it was not a good look for this Texas football team. They fought to the very end. We cannot deny that. But what we can deny is some things happened in this ball game that we did not discuss, like losing this game. DJ Lagway playing at a very high level. And, of course, the Texas Longhorn football team ending up losing. We did not have that on our scorecard. We did not predict that they were going to lose. I think everybody was in agreement that this Texas football team was going to go and handle business. But I will say this. I said it on the show, at our pregame show from Third Base. Shout out to Third Base. Thanks for having us. I said that this Florida defense was a lot better than what people were going to give them credit for.
Yeah.
This Florida defense was ready to play. And again, this was a desperate football team, Mark. The Florida Gators were a desperate football team. The coach was coaching for his life.
Football life.
Exactly. And they ended up getting a victory.
Well, I'm disappointed, but it doesn't shock me it shocked me that they lost, because I just still think that they had enough weapons in the tool shed to get the job done. But the thing that is most troubling to me, outside of being knocked out of the top 25, which I think they should, they need to bounce back. But the thing that's the most shocking to me, Hardge, is the ineptitude of the running game, which is what I was really relying on and what I really thought should have been the strong suit.
What'd you say? They shouldn't throw 10 passes?
Man, don't throw the ball 10 times. Just run it down their throat. Hey, that's why when y'all see my bets, it's for entertainment purposes only. Do not bet your mortgage.
Oh man, yeah, that was it was not a good overall flow to the game. Let's put it like this: when the game started, they drove down the field. It was the first touchdown that they had given up on an opening drive all season long. The Texas defense, that right there should have let us know what type of day we were going to have, because there were penalties. They still had 10 penalties in this game. Texas did 10 penalties in the ball game. Got to get that cleaned up. And it sounds like a broken record because we continue to talk about 10 penalties for 70 yards. And so you look at that, but more importantly, Texas not being able to stop the run, which we thought was going to be a strong suit for this Texas football team. They gave up 4.3 yards per carry.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
On what universe do you run a running play and people touch your running back in the backfield?
Multiple times.
In what universe does your defensive line get locked on and the running back doesn't get contact until 3 yards, 4 yards down the field? Like, the game starts and ends with what happens on the lines of scrimmage. Texas got dominated. If I'm an offensive line or defensive line coach, I question my guys today. I ask them, listen, guys, what you tell me what you think happened, and then I'm gonna tell you what I saw on the film. Because I ain't slept. I have not slept. I've been watching film. Every last one of you, I know what you did on every play. The guys standing on the sideline, I watched your faces, watch them every play. What is our problem? Is it toughness? Is it the fact that we can't move our feet? That we absorb contact and we give up? We're not going to give up again, because if you give up again on me, you will not play the rest of the season. If you feel like you need to get in the portal, goodbye. We don't need you.
Man, you already got people in
trading
the portal.
you, and you ain't even pro yet. But see, that's the thing, Hardge. We handling everybody with kid gloves now.
I wouldn't put that on them. I would not put that on them.
The game plan sucked too.
Well,
they had the offense. Coach Sarkisian, I gave him
the hype
train. It was about letting loose. You spent all these times against three teams that are inept in college football, and you didn't even look shining, glowing, except for Sam Houston State. That's the only team that you look moderately more dominant than. But they're a top 5 lowest rated team in college football. You should do that. Get together a bunch of guys at Costco to do that.
Shout out Costco.
Shout out.
I was there.
Pay me.
Yeah.
Hot dog was awesome. But I'm just saying, Hardge, they got to do better on the lines of scrimmage. Both of them. We want big humans. They got them. They got big humans. 325, 350-pound defensive lineman getting pushed back 4 yards?
Yeah.
Where does that happen? An offensive line that they snap the ball and the guy is tackling the running back in the backfield? You can't even let him get to the line of scrimmage? I don't understand. Like, I don't care if you got Bo Jackson back there and Peyton Manning playing quarterback. If you're getting hit in the backfield before, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Red River Rivalry, this defensive line is tough. Their offensive line is scrappy. If Florida was able to do that, I'm scared now. Like, we got to do better. And I told you before the show, I had a friend of mine. He said, hey, man, at least your Cowboys won. I said, you know what, man? I realize now that I hang my hat on Texas. Texas is my team. And regardless of me being upset, just like everybody, I'm saying what everybody else is thinking. I'm not going to bash Coach Sark. I'm not going to bash this Texas team. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to encourage them. Don't hide from the mirrors. Every mirror you walk by, you need to look in it. You need to look in the mirror. And you need to say, look yourself in the face and go, did I do enough? Am I good enough? Because if I'm not, I need to let the dude behind me take my place. Because it's about winning games, not your ego. And the coaches are going to have to stop babying guys. If they can't do the job, they highly regarded. You think they're going to leave or whatever else you're thinking, let it be. Everybody got to look in the mirror over there.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic right now, and Coach Sark talked about it, and we'll hear from Coach Sark and others as the show goes on. It is a tough Monday. Not like coming in and getting fired up on a Monday because of the way that game went down. There's other news. There might be a possibility of another injury. Not a good one headed into this State Fair street fight that we're about to have on the fairgrounds in Dallas this week. We're just getting started on a Longhorn Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Text Texas, followed by your message to 81530 to chat along with your favorite sports radio AM 1300 The Zone hosts. That's Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Your biggest delay this morning is on Highway 71 going westbound. A major accident at Tucker Hill Lane has a multi-mile backup behind it and has you all tied up starting from FM 1209. The right lane's blocked off by a stalled vehicle on 183 northbound at Burnett Road, causing delays to start from Lamar. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex Kickstart.
I woke up feeling like cough, congestion, headache was coming on. I thought, no, I have big plans this weekend. So I took Mucinex Kickstart, all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. Mucinex Kickstart for relief with a kick at your favorite retailer. Use as directed.
Your Valpak blue envelope of savings is arriving in the mailbox. Inside, you'll find coupons to dine, shop, and save local. This month, keep an eye out for special offers from A1 Garage Door, the name you can trust for repairs, service, and garage door replacements. And remember, savings don't stop at the mailbox. Visit Valpak.com anytime for instant access to local coupons and deals you'll love. Valpak and A1 Garage Door, opening doors to savings at home.
Sometimes you don't need a plan, you just need chicken. Hot, crispy, juicy chicken made fresh, never frozen every time you walk through the door. Tumble 22 is your neighborhood hot chicken spot with scratch-made sides, cold drinks, and southern hospitality that feels like home. From spicy sandwiches to that perfect buttermilk pie, we've got your sweet and spicy cravings covered. Austin, you've got a new favorite. Tumble 22. Come hungry, leave happy, and maybe a little on fire.
Wine Down Wednesday continues October 8th at Cane and Abel's with Stella Rosa Wines. Join Ann Hudson from 96.7 KISS FM and Mike Hardge from 1300 The Zone, hosting a women's football clinic and giving away sold-out Weekend 2 ACL wristbands. Don't miss the midweek party at Stella Rosa.
October baseball is here. Wild card games and baseball postseason is in full swing, and BetOnline is your #1 source to get closer to the action. From first pitch to the final out, BetOnline gives you more ways to play. With the latest odds, breaking news, live scores, and in-game wagering. Also catch every pro and college football game, cage fighting, and hockey futures all in one place. Head to BetOnline today, because at BetOnline, the game starts here.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
Just before midnight on Saturday, February 19th, 2005, Danielle Imbo and her friend Richard Patrone left a crowded Philadelphia bar. The two 30-somethings planned to walk to Richard's truck and drive home. But they never made it.
It does not make sense. It's like they literally vanished.
The two were never seen again.
Not just them, but a truck disappeared into the ether.
Was it an accident, or were they murdered?
No one had a motive to kill them.
Those same questions frustrated law enforcement. The FBI called it murder for hire.
Who killed these two individuals and how did they get rid of them?
Both of them weren't the target. One of them was the target. The other one was wrong place, wrong time.
But which victim was the intended target and why?
It was definitely murder for hire for Danielle. Not for Richard.
You're right, it could be. But it also could be something your son did too.
No one was looking to kill Richard. No one.
He's your son. And in your eyes, he's innocent. But in my eyes, he's just some guy my sister was with.
Fingers were pointed, allegations were made, and lines were drawn.
That drove the wedge between the families.
What happened to Danielle and Richard?
I think that whatever happened to my dad and Danielle was planned and orchestrated and thought out.
I'm Andrea Gunning. In this series, I dig into my own investigation to find answers for the families and get justice for Richard and Danielle.
I just want some peace for my sister's soul, and I want some peace for my mother.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Back to Hardge and Henry in the morning kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff edition of the right here on Sports Radio 1300. So it is we got to get right week. Got Texas OU street fight at the State Fair happening this weekend. We'll get into that conversation. We also got our sponsor, Yellow Rose, will be sponsoring our trip to Dallas this week. Make sure you get over there on Friday to get yourself a ribeye steak, baby. Ribeye steak,
the
potatoes, and the wangs. We know you love the wangs, Mark. But right now, let's hear from Coach Sark as he talks, gives his opening statement right after the game. Gosh.
Okay, obviously a disappointing loss in the fact that, man, we just didn't play great. We really didn't play very good, and especially early on in the ball game, we struggled to get stops defensively. We really were not very good at the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball early. We got a little better on defense, but we just weren't great at the line of scrimmage on offense. Had some opportunities, missed some opportunities, but we battled and competed, and we competed till the very end. I love the fight of the guys, but we got to play better, and we just didn't play good enough, and that's on me. So we got to get that fixed.
Got to get it fixed.
Well, you know what? He did a lot more than I thought. The first thing you said was we didn't play good. Acknowledging is part one. I'm laughing so I don't cry.
I'm like, wait, what's going on?
I'm laughing so I don't cry.
Yeah.
And then I thought the next thing that he said that was good is we got to get better, and I didn't do a good job.
Yep.
Because sometimes you want to pass the blame to somebody else. And he didn't do that. That's accountability.
I don't think he ever really does that, though. I mean, for him, some people may, but for him, I don't think he ever questions anybody else but himself. I've heard him say it, just like Arch. Arch always says, I have to play better. I mean, he did what he had to do. By the time the game was over, my man had been pressured so bad, he didn't even realize what was happening to him.
Yeah. Well, Arch missed 4 really key throws.
He did.
But overall, he was not the problem. The game plan was the problem.
Well, I don't think the game plan, because guys are open. Guys are open. You miss. I mean, when you miss a wide open wide receiver, that's on you. The plays were designed. It's the running game that was having the issue. It was the 6 sacks. Remember, going into the game, we talked about they had the lowest
pressure rate. Yeah.
They had the lowest.
Arch was running like he was in a zombie movie.
Well, they was chasing him.
He was getting chased.
6 sacks. And it wasn't because he was trying to hold on to the ball so long. It was late in the game he tried to hold on to it too long because he was trying to make a play.
They were coming.
But they were getting after him. So
with 4, they wasn't even blitzing.
Exactly.
Like, how do you get to the quarterback before he can take a 5-step drop or a 7-step drop that easily? I mean, I'm not exaggerating. There was probably 15 plays in the first quarter that I thought was going to be a sack. Almost every time they dropped back.
So let's put it like this. Arch was our leading rusher, and he still got sacked 6 times. So take that for what it is.
1.5 yards a carry.
Yeah, not a good – that again, is it the line? Is it the running backs? That is something that Sark talked about. But the fact of the matter is that should have been worked out during the bye week.
How about a sweep?
That should have been worked out during the bye week. All this stuff should have been done during the bye week to find out where the weaknesses are. You can't underestimate your opponent. We knew going into the game.
Oh, you think it was an underestimation of Florida?
I'm not putting that on them. But every game in the SEC is important as the last one. So going into it, coming off of a bye,
yeah,
and you go out there and you perform at that level is something that people are questioning. It doesn't matter what you have to say. The results of what happened on the field tells you everything. So Sark was asked after it, how does the team move forward after this disappointing loss in the Swamp?
Well, I think so. I think that this is where you find out about the culture that you have, and that it's what we just talked about as a team. We got to get tighter than we've ever been. And we're going to have to quiet the noise because there'll be plenty of noise coming out of this game. And we need to get back to work, and we need to play our brand, our style of football that we're capable of playing. And we didn't do it tonight against that's a good team. We knew it was going to be a good team coming in. We knew it'd be a tough environment. We knew we needed to play well, and we didn't play good enough. And so, but we'll hunker down. We've done it before. We know how to do it. But it's going to take everybody staying really well connected, and we've got to be really tight. We got to march forward, and we've done it before. We'll do it again.
All right. So here's what this all looks like. My guy Nash Talks Texas. You can follow him on social media. He's a great follow. It said Arch Manning was pressured on 59.5% of his dropbacks yesterday. At 25 pressures, he was the second most pressured quarterback in college football for week 6.
Wow.
59%. Now, we talked about it could possibly be this scheme. It could possibly, there's so many things that you could look at. But the fact remained that this was the lowest pressured team. This was Florida could not get to the quarterback in all the games that they played. They had 3 sacks. They had 6 in this game. There's a miscommunication. There's something's not clicking somewhere. So moving forward, you brought it up. The Oklahoma defensive line is good.
Really good. Really good.
Their defense has been outstanding this year. And you think that they're not coming into this game with their mouth salivating? They are looking at this wounded dog, wounded animal, whichever wounded you want to see. This is what the expectations are coming into this game. Now, it is a rivalry game, so it could change, and the mindset is going to be different, and everybody's going to be locked in and ready to go. I get that. But you have to protect your quarterback in order to have success. I'm Captain Obvious on this. I'm Captain Obvious on this, but the reality of it is it has to be done. So here's Sark on talking about his offensive line issues.
I think it's a bunch of stuff, and it goes back to our ability to run it. I think it goes back to, finding rhythm of playing with one another and trusting one another. And then I think ultimately it's experience, and right now we're just not an experienced group, especially not an experienced group playing together. And so we've got to keep pushing those guys to be the best that they can be. I know there's more in there. I know there's better play in there, and it's our job to get it out of them.
It has to happen. It has to be done.
They got what they wanted. They got the big guys, but those guys can't move their feet. They got to do better. They got to really work on combo blocking and assignments because people were coming through gaps unabated.
But look,
like how do you have a defensive tackle go straight to the running back? Man, granted, Wisner picked up a defensive tackle, a free rushing defensive tackle. He got mauled over, which is not what you want. I don't even want to see him get mauled over like that. He's just coming off an injury.
Well, he re-injured his hamstring on that last touchdown.
Oh my God! It's the noise is there.
Yeah, it's definitely getting louder and louder. And I'll give you some numbers a little bit later. But Sark was asked about the team goals and had they changed after the loss.
No, not at all. We're a one-loss team in the SEC, and there's a lot of football left to be played. We got 7 conference games to be played. I'm not going to sit here and give us the poor me's and the woe is us. We'll get back. We'll get ready to go. Obviously, got a big pivotal game next week against a rival opponent in Oklahoma, a very good football team. We need to get ourselves ready to play and focus on next week. And I think, one of the mistakes we can make is look big picture. We need to focus on this week and put our best foot forward and to get ready to play against a good football team.
Got to get locked in, got to be performing, got to make sure that this team has its mindset on moving forward. We'll hear from our guy, Michael Taft, on just that. We'll also hear from Arch Manning, and we'll hear some more from Coach Sark. But, Mark, when we look at this team coming into the season, we thought one thing. We thought there was an opportunity. Texas and Penn State came into this year 1 and 2 in the preseason poll. Both of those guys, both teams, are now not ranked in the AP top 25. Coach Sark said it. There's still a lot of football left to be played. There's only one game that they have played in the SEC. They can go out and win this game against Oklahoma. The narrative comes back, depending on how well they play. They flip the script, and then you have an opportunity to change the narrative game after game. But like Coach Sark said in the opening statement, we have to be closer than we ever been. We have to buy in more than we've ever bought in to change the narrative and the expectations that are still sitting out there for this football team. When we come back, we'll have the Hardge Knocks Life. I'm going to try to find some positivity in this whole thing.
All right.
Here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
The stalled vehicle on 183 northbound at Burnett Road has been taken care of, but there is a new stalled vehicle blocking off 2 left lanes on the service road of I-35 southbound at Highway 79, and major backups caused by a wreck on Highway 71 westbound at Tucker Hill Lane. You're backed up starting from FM 1209. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. Whether on foot or behind the wheel, we all want to get home safe. Drivers, do your part by watching for pedestrians. Stop and yield for them at crosswalks, and take an extra moment to look for people when you're turning. Be safe. Drive smart. A message from TxDOT.
Wind Down Wednesday is merging with tailgate season on October 8th at Cane & Abel's. Whether you're winding down midweek or gearing up for kickoff, Stella Rosa Wines is the perfect refresh. Semi-sweet, semi-sparkling, and full of flavor. Stella Rosa, black, peach, or red, you can't lose. My go-to is Stella Rosa Black. It always scores. And during happy hour, we're giving away tickets to a huge rivalry game in October, plus an A-level show, all while we celebrate along Stella Rosa Wines. Don't miss it.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Why wait for the weekend? Twin Peaks is serving scratch food and pouring quality cocktails every day after dark. You can come by Twin Peaks and experience the best late night in the league today, tomorrow, or any day of the week. Make sure you stop by Twin Peaks.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair? It looks amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret. No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic. Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic. Purchase at newnordicusa.com, new, NORDICUSA.com, or CVS.
C.J. Stroud tossed 4 touchdowns to help the Texans demolish the Ravens, while Dak Prescott also threw 4 touchdowns. Cowboys torched the Jets. Texas dropped 12 spots to 19 in this week's Coaches Bowl. ALDS, Blue Jays crushed the Yankees, take a 2-0 series lead. Rookie Trey Savage set a Jays postseason record with 11 strikeouts, while the Mariners evened their series against the Tigers at 1. I'm Ronza Moss.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz. Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of an iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
This week on United States of Kennedy, the podcast.
Teamsters President Jimmy Hoffa once promised to break both of Bobby Kennedy's arms.
Bobby, JFK's attorney general, wanted to take down the mob, starting with Hoffa.
This is Bobby trying to get the world to care about him, which explains all this passion and anger going into this, even though it's still kind of ineptly handled.
Each week, we dive into our cultural fascination with the Kennedy dynasty.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search United States of Kennedy, and listen now.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
You know, as a Texas Longhorn fan, sitting there today trying to figure out what's next for this football team. But you also are looking at it as, okay, it can't get any worse.
No.
It can't get any worse. I'm talking about the fact that you couldn't run the football. The one question that I had coming into it, and we talked about this, we had a young man that was going back home, Jarrett Gibson. Tough running back, baby rhino, short yardage back, and really somebody that we expected to have some sort of presence in there. In case you were wondering, baby rhino didn't get a carry, not one. I find that rather strange that happened, that he's going back to his hometown. Wasn't raining, wasn't slippery. Was a little mist throughout the game, but it wasn't raining hard during the game. So if you were worried about the issue of putting it on the carpet, then that was out of there. The other part of it is Texas could not break tackles. What is baby rhino good at? Busting through the line of scrimmage. But I saw a lot of people on social media after the game talking a little bit about Arch Manning and how he's not the guy. That's false. That's false. He may not be the guy that you're looking for, but you cannot put what happened in this game on him. Did he miss a couple throws? Yeah, you would too. If you were under pressure, 59% of your dropbacks. Is there some things that he needs to clean up? Absolutely. There was a pass in the flat that he waited a little bit too long to get the ball out of because the guy was wide open. But we don't know what his actual progression was supposed to be. So I'm not going to put too much. They ended up getting a touchdown. I'm not going to lose my mind on that. But the story of the game was the lack of push by that offensive line. And Arch Manning had a message for his O-line.
Yeah, I think as an offense, we got to play better if we want to win these SC games. Florida came out, brought their A game. We got to get better this week, and everyone knows we got a big one next Saturday.
So the O-line needs to come out and protect their quarterback. This is an all-gas, no-brakes team. Right now, we're not even in neutral. This offense has not exploded the way that we thought that it was going to be. Emmett Mosley comes back. He looks effective. He had a chance on a couple big plays, a little overthrown by Arch, but there will be opportunities for that to happen. But the main thing is the main thing, and that is if this team cannot establish the run, it is going to be a very, very difficult challenge for them. Arch also talked about what he's been learning from some of these struggles along the way.
Yeah, as much as losses sting your heart, this one's going to hurt. It's always something to learn from. You win some, and then you learn some. So you got to learn from this and get better.
And the key for this Texas football team is to learn from the fast start. What was the main conversation we were having on Saturday? Texas got to come out and start fast. Texas got to come out and start fast. Well, it was reversed because Florida came out and started fast. They were the ones that got the opportunity to have the upper hand. They won the first quarter 10-0. They won the second quarter. They won the third quarter. Texas won the fourth quarter and was making a push. And that's the other part of this. As bad as we're looking at Texas playing, they were a possession away from winning or tying the game. As bad as they were playing, they were a possession away from tying the football game. So I told you there was going to be a little bit of positive in there.
Okay. Yeah.
There it is right there.
I was not expecting that, but yeah, you're right.
They fought all the way to the end. And if there's not a timing issue of understanding, and that comes with the experience of playing the quarterback position, you have to be aware of not taking a sack in that situation, getting the ball out of your hand to live to play another down. Everything is called teachable moments. And what Coach Sark is having to do right now and his staff is do a lot of teaching. It is important for this football team, as he says, to stay as tight as they possibly can, make the adjustments, have the self-evaluation, as you said, look in the mirror. And every time you look in the mirror, did I do enough to help my team play? And I'm going to pull this, Marcus, can you pull that Michael Taft sound for me real quick? I'm sorry I didn't put it on the list for you. But Michael Taft had the best way of summing this up, and I agree with them 100%.
The positive is we still have a chance. The season is not over by any means. We lost an SEC game last year and still made it to the championship. So, we're not hanging our heads thinking that this season's over by any means. The second thing that's a positive is I would be really mad and really disappointed right now, which I'm not happy, but I'd be really disappointed and loss of words if it was out of our control what we did today. But nothing that we did today was out of our control. It had everything to do with in our control. Defense, we asked ourselves to play to a high standard, 450 yards. That's not good enough. As a leader, I got to look at myself first. I had a missed tackle today, my first one of the season. That can't happen if you're a leader. So what's the good thing is I know what I can do, and I know what the other 10 players can do on the defensive field, whoever that 10 is. On offense, we missed like 4 touchdowns. The positive, I've seen them hit that time and time again. So I'm not worried at all, because I'd be worried if it was out of our control, if the opponent just outplayed us, but we just hurt ourselves.
Got to get better, got to continue to work, and the work starts right after you got off that plane or bus or whatever you got coming back from Gainesville. You got back to work and you did some self-evaluation and some self-reflecting, because if you want to be that team that you've been talking about you wanting to be, that offensive line talking about they want to be recognized as one of the nastiest offensive lines out there, yeah, it starts with you. Because if you can get nasty up front, that's going to help everybody else look better as we move forward.
I bet I bet Michael Taft is not avoiding mirrors.
Oh, no, he's standing up there.
He's standing in it.
No doubt. No doubt. When we come back, we're going to recap the weekend as the other Texas teams went out there and, well, they handled their business. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Do you ever feel like when you're talking, nobody is listening? Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone will listen to you. What is on your mind? Go! All you have to do is use the iHeartRadio app TalkBack feature when listening to AM 1300 The Zone.
Yo, hello, it's me. Enjoy the show.
We will get your message instantly, and we promise to listen to it.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
The stalled vehicle on 183 northbound at Burnett Road has been taken care of, but there is a new stalled vehicle blocking off 2 left lanes on the service road of I-35 southbound at Highway 79, and major backups caused by a wreck on Highway 71 westbound at Tucker Hill Lane. You're backed up starting from FM 1209. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Saturdays in the fall means burnt orange, Longhorns, and the sound of the band. And it also means Bud Light, the official domestic beer of Texas football. From the kickoff to the final whistle, nothing goes better with the game day than an ice-cold Bud Light. Because Bud Light is a thing that will always get you game day ready. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Welcome to the Houston edition of the Sapphire Golf Tour, the first professional golf tour for Black women and where purpose meets performance in the heart of one of the nation's most vibrant regions. Hosted at the historic Herman Park Golf Course, this stop is a powerful blend of heritage, competition, and community uplift. The tour continues with a charity golf classic on October 24th, followed by tournament play on October 25th and October 26th. Register today at SapphireGolfTour.com/Houston.
The soul of the West lives on in every pair of handcrafted cowboy boots. At Boot Barn, we're proud to carry a heritage brand that's been preserving tradition and honing their craft since 1879. Made with techniques passed down from father to son, Justin boots stand for quality, comfort, and timelessness. With roots going back over 100 years, they're more than a boot maker. They're a Western legacy. Justin Boots at Boot Barn.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Shop simple. It doesn't get any easier. You're looking for a new Ford. You don't have time to spend hours at the dealership. You're busy. So Leaf Johnson Ford has made it simple. Pick yours at leafjohnsonford.com. We can bring it to you for a home test drive. Once you determine it's perfect, you can arrange financing, value your trade, and sign all your paperwork digitally. Then simply tell us where and when you want to take delivery. Leaf Johnson Ford. Leaf Johnson Ford has made buying a new Ford simple.
Austin, are you ready for the ultimate showdown? The Formula One United States Grand Prix takes over Circuit of the Americas October 17th through 19th. The fastest cars, the fiercest drivers, the loudest crowds. The party keeps going as Kygo, Garth Brooks, and the Turnpike Troubadours light up the stage at night. It's racing. It's music. It's Texas size. Get your tickets at thecircuit.com. That's thecircuit.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeart Radio app.
Many of our U.S. veterans and service members face challenges. At the Bob Woodward Foundation, we invest in solutions to help support them in the next chapter of their lives. Learn more about our work at bobwoodwardfoundation.org/success.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. We cover all 40 acres.
Coming up in the next hour, we'll be talking about the Jets, Texans run Baltimore on. We got NFL recap. Is Baker Mayfield going to be in the MVP and our for real. Right now, the state of Texas football, as it was a big weekend around college football. Oklahoma handled their business against Kent State, 44-0. They're looking forward to the matchup with Texas. In other news, Texas A&M. I told you, the Aggies are for real when it comes to this season. They are sitting there and won their game against Mississippi State, 31-9. Big time performance for Marcel Reed again. Texas Tech goes into H-Town and takes over H-Town 35-11. I heard there was a lot of red in the stadium representing Texas Tech. Baylor finds a way to come from behind to beat K-State 35-34. Sawyer Robertson, another big game, 25 of 39, 345 yards passing, and 2 touchdowns. And I'm going to say this because it is so true. If that offense wasn't able to do what they've been able to do, Jake Spavital, the offensive coordinator for Baylor, Baylor would be out of the whole conversation in the Big 12 because their defense is atrocious. They keep giving up 30 points a game, and somehow, someway, they're sitting at 4-2 and 2-1 in the Big 12. Texas State goes to Arkansas State, comes up short 31-30. That was one of my picks of the weekend, and Texas State let me down with their performance on the road there. Mark, was there any games that you were looking at this past weekend that you thought was, hey, this was a big turnout? Texas A&M has to be it.
You know, out of all the college games that I watched, I really do feel like A&M looked the best of all the teams that were in the SEC. Dominance on both sides of the ball. Quarterback play was good. Running backs were fighting for the ball. They looked like the Detroit Lions. You know how hustle?
Yeah.
I just, man, A&M looked like that hustle team, and I don't like it. I hate even saying it, but they look so good, man.
But you got to put respect on it because
you gotta respect them. But it's hard for me. I'm just sitting here in a bad place.
Yep. Mike Elko,
I need some get back.
Mike Elko, the coach for Texas A&M, he's changed their culture a lot, and this team is a totally different football team. I know a lot of people were looking at last year's team, but this is the second season for Elko being back at Texas A&M, and he seems to have found the guys that he has needed to get that program where it is, and they've shown up and shown out. A team that has not shown up and shown out is the Penn State Nittany Lions. They go to UCLA, a winless UCLA, and leave the Rose Bowl with their head in their hands, 42-37. Nico Amalivia ran the ball 16 times for 128 yards and 3 touchdowns. Penn State, James Franklin, we got a problem. We got a problem.
I'm going to tell you 2 things happened.
What?
While they were gone. His trees at his house got toilet papered, and he got eggs on the porch.
That's terrible.
Not as terrible as they've been playing. And I told you, it's like the when it really matters, he loses. That's the thing that's the worst. I mean, like, you know, we had a little tough time this Saturday, but we haven't had a lot of those times.
Right.
You know,
Texas
is one against going into Alabama and winning. You know, beating big franchises. This little setback, I think, is going to pass. I hope that these guys wake up, and that will be good for us. But for Penn State, if you're a Penn State fan, I think you just got to cut your losses.
Yeah, well, that's the conversation that continues to happen because it's not just that loss to UCLA. It's, to your point, those big-time losses that he's had against the rivalry games. Now, if he goes in and beats Ohio State, that might be a different conversation.
You know what I always say, Hard. You say if ifs and buts were candy and nuts,
they got to play the game.
We all have a Merry Christmas.
They got to play the game. Another big-time game that was happening as well was the Alabama Crimson Tide hosting Vanderbilt. Both teams were coming in, riding the momentum of a big win. Vanderbilt was excited to be there. They thought that Diego Pavia was going to be able to roll in to Tuscaloosa and come out with a victory. Not so fast, my friend. Alabama, I told you, be patient with Kalen DeBoer. He's a good doggone coach. He's going to get it done. He ends up winning that game 30.
Why you sound like Deion Sanders when you said that? Doggone it.
Well, I mean,
I haven't heard.
It's a public radio. You can't go out there and just say what, this isn't a podcast. This is something that you got to try to make sure that you use your words. I told you. That team is solid. Ty Simpson, 23 of 31 with 340 yards passing. They had the running game going. They had the receiving game. It was a big-time win for that program. Another big win that happened, number 24, Virginia. Virginia defeats Louisville 30-27. And is Bill Belichick really sitting there looking at his life and saying, why did I decide I want to coach college football?
Coach, Hardge, I sat next to you, and you said, look at Coach's face. When you told me look at his face, I was not looking at him. I was looking at the sideline.
Yeah.
But his face, he looked completely lost.
Yeah.
Like, why was he there? I think that even he was saying, what am I doing?
Yes. You know, people always talk about legacies, right? Like, they always want to talk about what happens here or what happens there. And I'm looking at this, and this is one of those true measures. This dude's got, six Super Bowl rings. 6. I think he has more than that because he was on the Giants staff. But now he is coaching college football, and they are awful. They're not a good football team, and now his legacy is on that. He's going to have a losing record back-to-back. This is tough for this guy. I don't know why he would do that. Shout out to Leonard Moore with 2 interceptions for Notre Dame, too, the local product. Yep. When we come back, NFL action. How about them Cowboys? That's right. Got to have something positive happen right here on a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting saber-tooth zip ride or pan for gemstones. Take the wild cave tour or the hidden passages tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
I'm here now with Colin Plume, CEO of Noble Gold Investments. Colin, tell the audience what you just told me about cash savings accounts.
I was explaining that parking too much cash in savings is a risky strategy. It's an old school portfolio management. Beyond the obvious banking risks, today's economic environment is destroying the dollar's value. Savers can't keep up with the three-headed monster of inflation, money printing, and rate cuts.
If cash is losing value, then what should people be moving into?
With the dollar under pressure, more Americans are shifting retirement savings into something real. Physical gold and silver. When the dollar falls, precious metals rise.
And Noble Gold makes that process easy?
Very easy. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com and chat with a specialist. The conversation is free and the peace of mind is priceless.
That's the golden minute. Don't let inflation steal your savings. Protect it today with Noble Gold Investments. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult your financial advisor before making investment decisions.
One buzzword constantly being thrown out in today's auto finance world is affordability. The price of everything has gone up, including vehicles and monthly payments. Auto companies are currently grappling with this issue for their customers. At Apple Leasing, we want you to know that we've been attacking affordability for our customers for over 40 years. A lease offers a much lower payment and reasonable finance terms that can match most customers' trade cycles. Are you in the market now for a new vehicle and finding out your favorite model's price has increased 40%? Maybe you've heard about Apple Leasing on the radio over the years or from friends and neighbors, but haven't made the call yourself. With interest rates dropping and rebates being introduced back to the market, why wouldn't you call Apple Leasing? Join thousands of other happy clients and make that one call that will save you time and money. Our leasing professionals are ready to serve you. Call 512-346-9977. That's 512-346-9977. Or visit us online at appleleasing.com.
Only one app puts the live radio dial in your pocket
and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets.
iHeartRadio is your all-access pass to the audio that moves you.
Get what millions already have. The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. In hour number 1, we talked all Texas football versus the Florida Gators as the Texas Longhorns came up short in that matchup. We also talked a lot about what the Aggies, Texas Tech, Baylor, and TCU were able to do to get the dub. Right now, we're going to go to the NFL. That's right. The Dallas Cowboys went up to New York and had one heck of a ball game. And I know, go ahead and say it. New York, oh, yeah, they're terrible. Yeah, but if the Cowboys would have lost, it would have been a worse conversation. But the Cowboys went over and handled their business, and big play Pickens showed up.
Wrong decision, just a really good design by the Dallas defense.
Prescott loads up. Pickens hand fighting into the end zone. Touchdown. Breathtaking 43-yard strike.
So again, all day, Sauce Gardner, he's winning.
That's an unbelievable play. The Dallas Cowboys win 37-22 in New York. New York falls to 0-5, 0-3 at home. The Cowboys go to 2-2-1. Big-time performance by Dak Prescott. Very efficient with his passes. 18 of 29, 237, 4 touchdowns. 2 of those touchdowns go to Jake Ferguson, who has been loving life since CD's out. Pickens caught a touchdown 5 straight games where Pickens has caught a touchdown. Ryan Flournoy, 6 receptions, 114 yards, 100 of those yards in the first half. And Dak Prescott talked about it post-game.
All right, Dak, let's start here. You're down
most of your starting offensive linemen, but then you get a group that really steps up. Your level of pride in them.
So proud of those guys. Not surprised, though, the way that they come to work each and every day. True professionals, just waiting for their opportunity, and that's what they got today. They took advantage of it. They kept me clean. It was a great team win.
You keep talking about the defense. They're so close. They are so close. Is this evidence of that, even though they gave up the late score?
Yeah, the late scores, they'll get that stopped. But, yeah, definitely. They got that turnover before the half. They really opened this up. We're able to get 2 touchdowns before the half ended. I think that's what allowed this game to be pulled apart. And, yeah, they're a great team. We're great defense. I go against them every day, and I know the intensity they play with. I know how great their communication can be, and they're only going to get better.
Looking at you guys, you just seem so confident in every area. Tell me about that and if that is even the case.
Yeah, it's just the work that we put into this going back to April when we got together, OTAs and throughout camp. We've got a great group of guys who love football, who love being together and enjoy working together. And I think that just when you get to come out here, it's meant to be a celebration. And you can just see that in the way that guys are playing loose and playing free.
Nice work. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, appreciate you, fam.
Yeah. And the Cowboys go out and handle their business. And Coach Schottenheimer, he likes to celebrate with the team when they get those dubs, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, but we got a lot of things to celebrate. Okay, so when I call out all the stats, okay, we know what it is. It's hey, so here we go. Jake Ferguson got a touchdown. Hey! Javonte Williams got a touchdown. Hey! Jake Ferguson got another touchdown. Hey! George Pickens with a touchdown. Hey! And Javonte Williams goes with another one. Hey! Hey, takeaways. Forced fumble by Marist. Hey! Recovery by Sam. Hey! Ocean got a sack. Hey! Houston got a sack. Hey! Houston got another sack. Hey! Kenny Clark got a sack. Hey! Sam Williams got a sack. Hey! Dante Fowler got a sack. Hey! Brandon Aubrey had 30 yards. Hey! And then Jalen Tolbert had a onside kick recovery. Hey! And he had another onside kick recovery. Hey! And that's what it's about. Winning! Break it down. Family on three, family on three. 1, 2, 3.
That's a big-time win for that team right there.
They needed it.
They needed that win like crazy, and I'm glad that Jets just happened to be the team that was on the schedule. Next week, they play the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers win their game, and Bryce Young has been playing really good football.
Yeah.
After he got benched, he became a better quarterback, and they continue to find a way to get it done.
Is anything wrong with it? Is anything wrong with getting benched? Like that it sends a message to everybody, not just the guy that was affected, but the offensive line, the secondary, the defense, the linebackers, the special team. If I'm a bench my quarterback, I will bench you too.
Everybody can get it.
Everybody can get the smoke.
Yeah. Shout out to Javonte Williams. I say it week in and week out. This young man, year 2 coming off of the torn ACL, he looks like the man to be the running back for the Dallas Cowboys. Even though Rico Dowdle, who's getting ready to play the Cowboys, went for 234, and the Cowboys were getting gashed yesterday by Breece Hall. He got hit, and then it changed the way the game was being played because he coughed that thing up. But Breece Hall was gashing the Cowboys. He ran for 113 in that match.
And you know Rico Dowdle is going to come back and want to show them what he made of.
Exactly.
So they need to really get on their gap protection because he's fast enough to go to the house.
No doubt. Going to Baltimore, the Houston Texans went and handled their business 44-10. Cooper Rush, tried to tell y'all, Cooper Rush, 3 interceptions. He is not the same if he's not in a Dallas Cowboy uniform. I thought Derrick Henry was going to be a formidable person, but you talked about it, Mark. You said they're going to load the box and make Cooper Rush make plays there. Couldn't get it done. It's going to be a long, long season if our guy Lamar Jackson's not back. The Baltimore Ravens now fall to 1-4 on the year. 1-2 at home. CJ Stroud.
They're going to Galveston.
4 touchdowns passing yesterday. Good day for the Houston Texans. And now CJ Stroud is pretty happy.
CJ, congrats on the win. How were you able to put up 44 on the Baltimore Ravens?
We came out and played together, played as one. But, God gets the glory, man. Win, loss, draw, whatever it looks like, man. He's been amazing to us. We've been through a lot this year so far, and it created a callus and made it tough. So playing against a tough Ravens defense, I know they're missing a lot of guys, but they still have a great coaching staff. And I thought we just came out motivated to play and to get a dub.
You mentioned the early season growing pains offensively. How much farther can this offense go?
Much farther, but I feel like we're hitting our stride. We're playing complementary football. We're hitting guys in different ways. That's deep balls to playing on time to keeper game, run game. So we're playing a bunch of different ways offensively, which I think is a good switch up.
I know you were in the moment, but you've been on the other side of some of these games against the Ravens. Any significance to being able to do this here?
Yeah, you always want to come out and put your best foot forward. And I think, to do it this way in this environment against this team that, we have history with, I think is big time. And I'm very gracious. Very grateful, very blessed, and just to do it with the guys we have.
Lastly, CJ, you told us last night, people maybe took what you said a little out of context about the explosiveness at 24. You showed some juice, though, with that 30-yard scamper. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I was just playing, I was in a joking way when I said that. But, I think I showed a little athleticism today. I ain't been out on the edge in a minute, so I thought I maybe should have got in. But I'm just happy that my O-line was blocking great. They gave me the edge, and I took off, and I'm feeling fast again.
Yeah, you're looking fast. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't get too crazy now. Hey, listen, Marcus was like, "No, I'm not even gonna touch my team because I don't want to give them the kiss of death."
Right.
Marcus, I told you that was not a kiss of death. That Ravens team is done. They're missing way too many guys. They're the Kansas City Chiefs last year, except without the wins.
Yeah.
And Kansas City Chiefs got lucky. Like 7 games was by 3 points or less. They won. And now, man, you can't buy one of those close games.
Yeah. It is kind of crazy when you start to look at these teams and how they have changed so drastically. They are 1-4. The Baltimore Ravens are 1-4. You had a guy last year in Derrick Henry that almost went for 2,000 yards. You have a quarterback in Lamar Jackson who was the runner-up for the MVP. And now he is an MVP. And now you're looking at this team. There's no way they can come back from that. And you start to look at that division, it looks like it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, you're going to laugh at this because it's my MO. All of the wide receivers, except for Flowers, trash. Get rid of them and start all over again. Why would you let Duvernay go? Why would you let Duvernay go and he was your best wide receiver? I don't understand. Like, maybe you can make it make sense to me.
I can't.
Bateman, did you see Bateman? Okay, an interception was thrown by Cooper Rush. Bateman fell down. He got up and did not go make the tackle. He stood there put his hands on his helmet. Go make a tackle. They in disarray, man. I don't know what to say. It was so many things I saw wrong that I can't even sit here and point them all out.
The AFC North has the Pittsburgh Steelers at 3-1, Cincinnati Bengals, no Joe Burrow, 2-3. Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns are tied at 1-4 in that division.
And no quarterbacks.
Except for Aaron Rodgers, who's 975 years old. Still out there doing it with
Methuselah's little cousin. Doing
it with his walker. When we come back, we're going to continue the conversation. More NFL conversation. Are the Colts for real? And is Baker Mayfield looking like an MVP? We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to Coach Sark's weekly press conference live every Monday at 11 a.m.
We got to go enjoy this journey. We need to be present and then ultimately finish the mission.
Hear Coach Sark recap the prior week's games and get you ready for the Horns' next opponent.
Culture beats talent. Culture is really strong. Culture and talent together is a pretty powerful force, and that's something that we've tried to create.
Every question, every answer, every Monday, right here on your home for the Longhorns. 1300 The Zone.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now.
Ready? AM 1300 The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
An update on the service road of I-35 southbound at Highway 79. Not a stalled vehicle, but an accident that blocks off the two left lanes. And no relief in sight for drivers over on Highway 71 westbound. Major delays caused by a crash at Tucker Hill Lane. It has you all tied up starting from FM 1209. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
October baseball is here. Wildcard games and baseball postseason is in full swing, and BetOnline is your #1 source to get closer to the action. From first pitch to the final out, BetOnline gives you more ways to play with the latest odds, breaking news, live scores, and in-game wagering. Also catch every pro and college football game, cage fighting, and hockey futures all in one place. Head to BetOnline today, because at BetOnline, the game starts here.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
How hot can you handle? At Tumble 22, we take our chicken seriously. From golden crispy to burn your boots off spicy. Yeah, we said it. With 6 heat levels to choose from, there's a flavor for every spice fan, even if you like it painless. Cool down with an ice cold sweet tea, then finish strong with our legendary buttermilk pie. Sweet, spicy, and everything nice. Made fresh, never frozen, and served with serious Southern hospitality. Tumble 22, where spice lovers come to play.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Your Valpak Blue envelope of savings is arriving in the mailbox. Inside, you'll find coupons to dine, shop, and save local. This month, keep an eye out for special offers from A1 Garage Door, the name you can trust for repairs, service, and garage door replacements. And remember, savings don't stop at the mailbox. Visit Valpak.com anytime for instant access to local coupons and deals you'll love. Valpak and A1 Garage Door, opening doors to savings at home.
Live concerts. Getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. Get the latest info about COVID-19 vaccines at getvaccineanswers.org. It's up to you. Brought to you by iHeartRadio and the Ad Council.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, covering the 40 acres.
You're home for Texas football, so make sure you tune in today, starting at 11 o'clock with myself, Craig Way, and Cam Parker, as we will be at Coach Sark's press conference starting at 11 o'clock. Coach Sark will take the mic at 11:30, and we'll get you caught up on the latest as we are in 8 weeks from Oklahoma. That's right. Now it is 8:20. And you already know what the deal is when it comes to that. Mark's got a tough week ahead of him. He's going to have to deal with family issues as his son Jacob is on the squad for
It's called
OU.
being on the couch.
Yeah, at OU. And last year,
voluntarily on the couch.
Right. Last year, we had Jacob with us on the show, and he was talking about how bad he wanted to be in this ball game, and now he gets an opportunity.
Is that not crazy?
To be in this ball game as Texas will kick off at 2:30. We are headed to Dallas, courtesy of our friends from the Yellow Rose. They got us set up, and we're going to get a chance to go to Bar W on Friday to do the pregame show starting at 2 o'clock. Well, not the pregame show, the Friday pregame show with Craig Way, Cam Parker, myself, Mark Henry, and multiple guests will be there as well. And then Saturday we'll be on the fairgrounds. We'll tell you all the locations leading up to that. But I'm looking forward to the weekend. I know that Texas taking the loss to Florida 29-21 is not ideal going into the Red River Showdown. I'm not saying like Elmer Fudd, but the part about this is Texas is not ranked, and they're still a favorite in the ball game. They're a 3.5-point favorite going into this ball game against Oklahoma, which is kind of crazy.
I don't understand.
I don't think a lot of people understand it, but I understand that the people in Las Vegas want to try to help build some more casinos out there by putting this situation out there. So we'll see what happens. But I want to talk a little bit more NFL, Mark. Yesterday, Baker Mayfield, man. Baker Mayfield has resurrected his career. Let's just think about what Baker Mayfield has become as the quarterback of this Tampa Bay Buccaneer football team. This whole thing has changed throughout the last few years. And Baker now has brought his team from behind multiple times. He had an 87% completion rate. Almost 89% almost 88% he was completing yesterday. He went 29 of 33 for 379 yards passing. Now, this is a guy that a lot of folks had given up on. Cleveland.
Especially.
Carolina. Then he gets picked up by L.A. because Stafford gets hurt. Their backup gets hurt. They picked him up right before the game. He goes out there and wins that ball game. And then he gets his opportunity to go to Tampa. And now he has become this star in Tampa. The moxie that he plays with, the ability to go out every single game and give his team a chance to win it late in the ball game is something that we got to start saying. Baker, touchdown maker, is one of those guys that you got to put in the conversation for MVP as of right now. His team is 4-1, and they've won 3 of their games on the road. They went to Seattle and got the win.
A lot of people are not just saying that, he should be in the MVP running. They're saying that because of him having the ability to win games at the end when they're behind with these comeback wins, that he should be the front runner right now. The front runner over Josh Allen?
Well, Josh Allen took his first L last night as the late night matchup.
Still gave me points, though.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
But they
I'll
came
take
up
that
short
win.
in their matchup last night. But you start looking at what you see. They lost 23-20 to the New England Patriots, who Drake May looked outstanding last night as well. Stephon Diggs, 10 receptions for 146 yards. But you watch this team with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they're fun to watch. And they don't even have Mike Evans playing.
Yeah.
They don't even have Mike Evans being part of the success that they have either. So very, very interesting start to the NFL season. The Denver Broncos go into Philadelphia and give the Eagles their first loss in 20 games, 21-17. Jalen Hurts. Did y'all watch the end of that? Did you see the end of the game?
Oh, the Eagles?
They threw a Hail Mary with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith in the same area. And A.J. Brown tackled Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith had the ball, was going to catch the ball for a touchdown, and A.J. Brown pulled him to the ground.
I did see that.
With the ball in his hand. Like he went up. I guess he didn't see his own guy green helmet.
I thought that he thought it was somebody from the other team.
It had to have thought that because that's a touchdown.
Because he tackled him.
Yes. Should have been pass interference on your own teammate and see what happens there. So Philadelphia takes their first loss. As we talked about, there's no undefeated teams in the NFL anymore after the Bills lost to the Patriots. You also take a look around. The Titans get their first win of the season on the road at Arizona. The Arizona running back dropped the ball right before he walked into the end zone. His coach actually punched him on the sideline in the chest after a heated confrontation, and it wasn't a love tap. It wasn't, come on, you got to be better. It was, how'd you make us lose this game? Boom. Yeah.
Why is that still a thing?
I have no idea, especially nowadays. You better be careful who you put your hands on. I don't care who you are. So you start looking at all these different situations. But the question that I have is Danny Dimes and the Indianapolis Colts. Are they the real deal? Here they are. They go. They play the Las Vegas Raiders. They defeat them 40-6 in a big time game for Danny Dimes. They even got, let's put it like this, they even got Anthony Richardson in the game. The game was so out of hand.
Wow.
But you got Jonathan Taylor with 3 rushing touchdowns. Daniel Jones threw for 2 touchdowns. He has resurrected his career again after being in New York, being in all that disarray, and now he is looking like a guy that also can get some MVP considerations.
He's looking like Baker Mayfield.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these guys have now gone to a place where you have a good offensive-minded guy that can help you learn the position the way it should be, and now he's out of New York and becoming that guy in Indianapolis that a lot of folks are looking at and saying, is it the talent? Is it the coaching? Or is it the lack of coaching in New York that made Danny Dimes look the way that he did?
Daniel Jones looks like a top 10 quarterback, which he is. He's a top 5 quarterback right now currently. And the Giants have had 3 consecutive seasons where you subtract the best player on their team, they go somewhere else and they look like Superman. It's the Giants. We said this. We came to an agreement during Hard Knocks when they let Saquon. They sat there in that meeting and they were talking about
bad leadership.
Bad leadership.
It's
Bad
as
leadership.
if certain teams are just bad at evaluating quarterback talent and coaching quarterback talent.
Yeah,
but this goes beyond with the Giants. It goes beyond.
Giants is a
quarterbacks.
whole cultural issue.
The quarterback shining. Top 5.
I think it goes all the way to ownership when it comes to the Giants.
Yep.
Then you got Saquon Barkley, who should have
offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year.
Yep.
And what was the defensive? They had a defensive tackle that left there. and went somewhere else.
Probably Dexter Lawrence.
Lawrence left.
So listen to this. Remember how excited everybody was for Jackson Dart last week?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got that swag. 26 of 40, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Scatterboo only ran for 59 yards, and they lost to the New Orleans Saints, who were defeated, not undefeated. Coming up next, we've got the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Give yourself plenty of extra time this morning on Highway 71 westbound. A major crash at Tucker Hill Lane is causing over an hour of stop-and-go traffic that starts from FM 1209. And looking onto I-35 northbound, a 10 to 15-minute out-of-your commute due to stop-and-go traffic from Onion Creek Parkway over to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text EDGE to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text EDGE to 321-321. That's EDGE to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Welcome to the Houston edition of the Sapphire Golf Tour, the first professional golf tour for Black women, and where purpose meets performance in the heart of one of the nation's most vibrant regions. Hosted at the historic Herman Park Golf Course, this stop is a powerful blend of heritage, competition, and community uplift. The tour continues with a charity golf classic on October 24th, followed by tournament play on October 25th and October 26th. Register today at SapphireGolfTour.com/Houston.
For over 80 years, Austin Telco Federal Credit Union has been putting our community first. With 24 locations across the greater Austin area, we're here to help with every stage of life. Buying a car or home, saving for family, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. Enjoy high deposit rates, low loan rates, and no monthly service fees. Plus, manage your money anytime with our powerful digital banking tools, including credit score monitoring and budgeting made easy. Open your account today online or in person. Visit atfcu.org to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair? It looks amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret. No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic. Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic. Purchase at newnordicusa.com, new, NORDICUSA.com, or CVS.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather: sunshine this morning, becoming mostly cloudy this afternoon with a chance of showers developing, a high in the mid-90s. Some clouds tonight, a low near 70. Tuesday, partly cloudy, a high in the mid-90s.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. At Progressive Insurance, they offer auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options to cover your small business needs and more. Visit progressive.com today. Again, that's progressive.com.
Fall is sports season, and iHeartRadio has it all. The NFL.
Green Bay Packers.
MLB playoffs.
It is gone.
College football, the NHL, and NBA preseason moves are underway. From scores and reactions to interviews and hot takes, it's all at your fingertips on the iHeartRadio app.
Appreciate you taking my call, guys.
Lock in with your favorite teams with play-by-play, podcasts, and local stations where you can react and join the conversation. Sports on iHeartRadio, where fans live it.
Join the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, each day from 2 to 5 p.m. for the Craig Way Show on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
You hear it? You know it. It's that time. WWE Hall of Fame and World's Strongest Man. Mark Henry. World's Strongest Man. Take it away, Big All right. You know what time it is? It's time for the World's Strongest Man by the World's Strongest Man. I guess back then they didn't know me. You know I'm hot. They're all on me. Here we go. It is the Red River Rivalry Week. It's official. We're here. Look at the back of my shirt, guys. I'm going to stand up and turn around so you can see this. For those that aren't online. For those that are not online, I got the all black number 92 Henry shirt on for my wife, because otherwise I would have on burnt orange. I love my son and I am going to support him, but I'm still hoping and praying that Texas hangs about 50 on. I'm just saying, I'm a homer, guys. I'm sorry. And I know my wife is listening right now. She's like, yeah, you stay on that couch. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be okay. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you this. This game, regardless of Texas taking a step back this past week, regardless of whether or not the quarterback at Oklahoma plays or not, this game will be a war. It always is. I mean, just outside of a couple of years ago. But it's very rare that you see a team in this game dominate from beginning to end. It's going to hang in balance of who's going to kick the field goal to win the game. They play each other with such reckless abandon that it always tends to be the best game that Texas plays every year, whether they win it or lose it. They play good. I'm hoping that these offensive line and defensive line for Texas, they learn something about themselves this week. Not just in the game, but at practice. Practice is going to be different this week. This is a blood feud game. This is the Hatfields and the McCoys. This is the Bloods and the Crips. This is serious, serious business. As much as I dislike Arkansas and A&M, there is no team that has made me cry in my life except for OU. When Roy Williams jumped over the line and hit Chris Sims in the end zone, tears, like frustration. Man, it was a horrible moment. If you don't love your team like we love our teams, then maybe you shouldn't be a sports fan. I also like the arts. You can go down to Bass Auditorium. You can go somewhere and watch ballet, a musical at the Zach Theater. You can go do all of that. Get away from sports. But if you are a sports fan,
Put your money and your nickels and dimes together. Get in the car with your buddies. Drive to Dallas. Spend that money on a ticket to the Texas OU game, and you will not be disappointed. Hardge, what say you?
I mean, you just calling people out for not loving their teams?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Like I had people, man, y'all lost. Yeah, season's over. No, I got faith. I got hope.
Okay.
Regardless of the fact that the way they played, I know that that's not going to be the entire season.
Right.
I know that in my heart. And if it's proven wrong, then my hope floats.
Okay.
And I'll just have to get ready for next season. But until I see the dirt get thrown on the coffin, I still got hope, Hardge.
I definitely, I mean, I'm with you. I got hope. I got expectations as well. I know that those guys are in the locker room, and after that ball game, they were thinking about this week. I mean, you had to change your focus right after the game, but you went and watched that film, and Coach Sark, today is Monday. You can hear Coach Sark's weekly press conferences as we are the home of Texas football today, starting at 11 o'clock. And then Coach Sark will take the mic at 11:30. But the reality of the situation is this team has to perform better ASAP. A collective list. I want to see a complete ball game from top to bottom, from special teams. Special teams got a punt block this week.
Well, I don't know what happened, but it looked like he was at practice and he didn't think that they were going to rush him for some odd reason. Like when the ball is snapped.
It's his routine. That's what it is.
Kick the damn ball.
I mean, you don't rush yourself from what you're not used to doing. No.
There you go.
I mean,
he was not used to that kind of pressure. And he got
block. That's what I'm saying. You still have to block. Those are the things that continue to plague this team. You have to block your guy. Why is everybody else being able to block and get where we can't get to the punter or the kicker, but yet they were able to get to us? They saw something on film that Texas was voiding a spot, and they went and got it. But to your point, this weekend, that whatever happened on Saturday is done.
It's done.
You're moving forward. You got a new opponent. You got a new journey. You got a new set of goals that you have to achieve. And it started when you got back on Saturday night. You got back to work. You got to understand, as you said, go look in the mirror, see what you can do to get yourself better. Am I watching extra film? Am I being able to do the things, knowing my keys, so I can recognize what's going on so this does not happen again? That is the expectation of this week.
The mirror is going to be the cure because you got to go and own it.
Yep.
And
take responsibility for who you are.
Film study today is not going to be pleasant. It's going to be painful, in fact.
Yeah.
Because I saw footwork that was just absolutely ridiculous. And if I'm a defensive lineman and I weigh 350 pounds and I find myself 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, I got to look in the mirror.
Yeah, there's got to be some adjustments.
They got to make some adjustments.
ASAP. And I believe that these things are going to start happening this week. I know, very optimistic. As I said, Texas is a 3.5-point favorite in this ball game. So as we look at this game and break it down, because we're about to talk about it all week, we're going to have special guests all week long talking about this matchup. So this is what we've been waiting for. Texas, OU, State Fair.
Corn dog, baby.
2:30 kickoff. We'll be there on site, 11:30 pregame. Make sure you tuned in to all of the Texas Longhorn sports right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. When we come back, we'll close out the show and get ready to send you to Dan Patrick. We got Monday Night Football, and is Mark's Yankees on the verge? Yeah. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff.
We're not
on
talking
Sports
about it.
Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
I refuse.
Coach Sark here. Stay connected to the Longhorns on the free iHeartRadio app.
Breaks a tackle, 30, turns down the sidelines. Say goodnight to this one. Touchdown, Texas.
Just search 1300 The Zone. Hook 'em.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
Give yourself plenty of extra time this morning on Highway 71 westbound. A major crash at Tucker Hill Lane is causing over an hour of stop-and-go traffic that starts from FM 1209. And looking onto I-35 northbound, a 10 to 15-minute out-of-your commute due to stop-and-go traffic from Onion Creek Parkway over to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Keeping score of your finances but missed the Bitcoin wagon? There's a second chance called Texitcoin. Score big at texitcoin.org.
It was not the start the conference play that Texas was looking for, falling to the Florida Gators 29-21 in the swamp. Texas, now 3-2 on the season, fell out of the AP Top 25 poll altogether on Sunday. And now with the Red River rivalry on the horizon, Steve Sarkisian hopes his Longhorns band together.
I think that this is where you find out about the culture that you have. It's what we just talked about as a team. We got to get tighter than we've ever been. We're going to have to quiet the noise because there'll be plenty of noise coming out of this game, and we need to get back to work, and we need to play our brand, our style of football that we're capable of playing. And we just didn't do it tonight against it. That's a good team. We knew it was going to be a good team coming in. We knew it'd be a tough environment. We knew we needed to play well, and we didn't play good enough, but we'll hunker down. We've done it before. We know how to do it, but it's going to take everybody staying really well connected, and we've got to be really tight, and we got to march forward. Done it before. We'll do it again.
Get in early on the next big coin and extend your lead at texitcoin.com. This is an investment that carries risk. Texitcoin.org.
Hey, it's Mark here, the world's strongest man, and here's some strong advice when it comes to working out, energy, longevity, pain management. It's all about blood flow. Heart health is all health. That's why I strongly recommend Super Beats by Human. I've been taking Super Beats Heart Chews for 9 months now, and I can feel it work immediately. You may have noticed the Human logo on the UT football field, and that's because Human was founded out of UT, and all UT teams use Super Beats products with clinically studied ingredients that are shown to provide nearly 2 times more effective blood pressure support than diet or just exercise alone. It's their cheat code, and it's mine too. You can go to livehuman.com and use the promo code MARK for 20% off of superior heart health performance with no crash. Go to livehuman.com with 2 N's, promo code MARK for 20% off your first order. Again, that's livehuman.com, 2 N's, promo code MARK.
Hi, this is Sarah at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
I've always dreamed of a beautiful kitchen, but my wife just wants to stay organized.
You know what they say about opposites?
That they can't agree on a kitchen?
Well, IKEA kitchens come in many styles with a variety of customizable organizers. So maybe you're not opposites at all.
Beautiful and organized. Now we just have to figure out what to eat.
That's a different department. Get the kitchen of your dreams at a price you didn't dream possible at IKEA.us/dream kitchen. Dream the possibilities.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included. So you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart. Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
What a great way to start the week. That's right, folks. The week of Texas and OU starts today. Make sure you tune in to this afternoon show with Craig Wade and Cam Parker and Jake Herman as they break down Coach Sharp's media availability that you can hear right here of Texas football AM 1300 always free on the iHeartRadio app. Myself, Craig Wade, and Cam Parker will be at the stadium for his weekly presser starting at 11 o'clock. Then, of course, he'll take the microphone at 11:30 to recap the Florida Gators and preview the Oklahoma Sooners, who are coming in red hot. It still looks like they will be without their quarterback, John Mateer, and maybe that's the reason why the spread is in favor of the Texas Longhorns, -3.5 as they go into the Cotton Bowl, but we shall see. Also, Major League Baseball, the playoffs continue. Yesterday, the Yankees fall to the Toronto Blue Jays 13-7, and it was a big performance by Vladdy Dottie, we likes to party, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who had an unbelievable matchup, unbelievable game yesterday with big-time numbers as the Yankees continue to try to fly through. He was 3 for 5 with a grand slam. Big-time hitter, and he's starting to show his worth through there. George Springer continues his tear in the playoffs and the season. He had a great game yesterday, 2 for 4 with a home run as well. But the Yankees pitching staff, they went with Max Fried, 3 innings, 7 earned runs on 8 hits, 1 K and 2 base on balls, Mark.
I'm still disappointed in the fact that we down 0-2, man.
Oh my God, I can't believe this, man.
And there's no hope now for the Yankees.
They're going back home though, Mark. They're going back home. They play tomorrow.
And I know that they can win 2 in a row and even it up.
Yeah.
But it looked like batting practice out there.
Oh yeah.
Like the Yankees just did not step up. Like they want to go home and do it and finish it. And they not even gonna have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
So even if they go home and spank them these next 2 games, they got to go back.
Yep.
And play away again. Well, and they've had 19 runs put up on them in 2 games.
Actually, no, they had more than that. They had 23 runs put up on
20. Yeah,
23, man. Let me make sure. Don't short the Blue
Jays.
Yeah,
MJ that mug.
yeah. So on Saturday,
trying to take the pain away.
Saturday, the Brewers opened their series with the Cubs with a 9-3 victory. They will play today. The Yankees lost game 1, 10-1 in Toronto, continued to swing the bat. The Dodgers defeated the Phillies 5-3 on the road. Shohei with the victory as he started in that game. And the Tigers defeated the Mariners 3-2 to take game 1. But then yesterday, as we said, the Yankees lose 13-7, and the Mariners tied the series up with a 3-2 victory. Those series continue on Tuesday, but tonight you have the Dodgers and the Phillies at 5 o'clock, and then you have the Cubs and the Brewers at 8 o'clock on TBS, True TV, and HBO Max for those that are wanting to watch. Because tonight on ESPN, you have the final of Monday Night Football, Week 5 Monday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're trying to get their weapons back against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. They will kick off at 7 o'clock. The Chiefs at the Jags. That is going to be, well, let's just put it like this. I believe that the Chiefs are about to go on an epic run because they have everybody healthy. If they can keep everybody healthy, I think that they are going to go on a big time run. But we're going to try to see, too, you get a chance to see Travis Hunter tonight and see what he's capable of doing. But the Chiefs are favored by 3.5.
Ooh.
On the road.
Jacksonville is playing very, very good.
They're 3-1 on the year.
And they're in Duval, right?
Duval!
Oh, my God. I don't know, man. I don't think that the Chiefs – I still don't have faith in that offense 100. Even with having Xavier Worthy back. Is Rice back?
Not yet. I think this was supposed to be the game. I think the next game is his game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until Rice gets back and they have 2 wide receivers that can stretch the field, I'm gonna go Duval.
You rolling with them?
I'm gonna go Jacksonville, even though
you know that they got Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown on their team.
Yeah.
It's okay. Stay with what you believe.
Let me make my call. Man.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. That's your call.
But you over here trying to debate.
I'm not.
Are you sure?
I'm not. I'm taking it away from you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm taking it away from you.
Nah, he's just trying to make me feel a little confident about going at least 4-2 this weekend.
Ooh, look at him.
You talking about flexing?
Oh, he's flexing on you, right? That boy.
Flexing.
Hey, that boy. Malcolm over there.
How did I do? How
How do you think you did?
I think I'm at least 500, right?
Huh? What'd you say? What? Wait, what?
You ain't hit me with a stone cold.
Hey, let's see, Mark. Let's just see how you think you did.
Okay. Let's go through it.
You lost Texas.
Yeah.
You won Bama.
Okay.
You lost Mississippi State. You lost the Rams. You won the Texans.
Okay.
And you got the Broncos. So you're all right.
Oh, 500, baby. Hey, guys, this is for entertainment purposes.
Because I cannot say the same thing when you look at what your boy did this weekend.
Oh, you went 4-2, I bet.
No.
Pour me a cup of that. I told Hardge that I was about to start back drinking. I haven't drank in
Don't even put that in the universe.
20 years.
Do not even put that in the universe, Mark
But
Henry.
if the Longhorns give me another week like that had Saturday, my wife gonna come home and I'm gonna be in the cabinet. I'm gonna be in.
You cannot do it, man. We're not letting that happen, Mark. Don't let the Horns do that to you, man.
You want to see it?
No, I do. Well, no, that is the last thing I want to see.
No, you don't want to see it.
I do not, because I'm not the one that's gonna have to take care of you. Number one. Number two, I'm already tired of your heavy hands on me.
All night.
I'm already tired of your heavy hands.
Oh, I get very handsy too.
Oh my gosh, I cannot handle that.
It's not good.
Make sure you tuned in to the Craig Way Show this afternoon from 2 to 5. Also, make sure you locked in to the press conference starting at 11 o'clock with myself, Craig Way, and Cam Parker, and then Coach Sark taking the mic at 11. I'm sure this is going to be an interesting week because it's Texas versus OU week. State Fair Street Fight. That's what we're talking about. For Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. We'll be better tomorrow, folks. I promise you that. Right here on the Morning Kickoff. And just remember this. Don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
On.